This week in Minneapolis, the Minnesota Obesity Center officially opened. Its goals, to find ways to identify behaviors that lead to obesity. Also, it's a good place to meet fat chicks. There's Charles Woodson. How about that? What a season he had. Great, man. He became the first defensive player to win the Heisman Trophy. Congratulations, Charles. That is something that no one can ever take away from you. Unless you kill your wife and a waiter, in which case...
Some gold-plated chains would make a nice retirement gift for a very, very good slave. Well, this was,
Are you serious?
Well, this was written...
Are you serious?
This was written years ago.
Did you just write that?
I didn't write it.
Did you just say that?
No, I read it, yes.
You read that? Who is writing this? You're doing this. This is your life. You're putting your life on it. You dress like horseshit tonight.
The only thing certain in life are death, taxes, and getting caught whacking off in a Target dressing room. Remember the good old days back when MILF stood for mentally ill ladies I'd like to fuck?
And finally, Weekend Update would like to congratulate Madonna, who gave birth to a beautiful baby girl last Monday. The baby weighed in at 6 pounds, 9 ounces, making it the 4th largest object ever to pass through Madonna's birth canal.
The oddest slogan I've ever heard. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, they say. Of course it's not true. You can't kill a person, leave. They'll follow you across state lines and bring you back, and you'll face a jury of your peers. There is one country that worries me, though. Not Iraq, not Iran, not North Korea. The only country that really worries me is the country of Germany. I don't know if you guys are history buffs or not, but... in the early part of the previous century, Germany decided to go to war. And who did they go to war with? The world. That had never been tried before. And so you figure that would take about 5 seconds for the world to win, but no, it was actually close. Then about 30 years pass, and Germany decides again to go to war, and again it chooses as its enemy the world. And this time they have that guy, Schrankly, Clankly, that guy, and I'm not even going to dignify him by saying his name, but I think you know what I'm talking. But you'd think at that point the world will go, listen, Germany, here's the deal. You don't get to be a country no more on account of you keep attacking the world. I tried to tell him not to laugh. Adam. I know. I walked through blood and bones in the streets of Manhattan trying to find my brother.
Jesus.
Yeah, he was in northern Canada. I mean, there was a comedian, Patton Oswalt, he told me, I think the worst part of the Cosby thing was the hypocrisy. And I disagreed.
You disagree with that?
Yeah, I thought it was the raping. That's my feeling, most rapists are hypocrites. You don't meet many who go, I like raping, and I know it's not politically correct, but by God, people go, well, he's not being a hypocrite, and that's the worst part.
And there we go. Didn't hit the right button. We are back. Kind of depressing intros for 2 weeks in a row. A 9/11 one first.
I think we just witnessed a walk-off Is it a walk? Oh, shit.
Oh, what the hell?
Oh, there
And
you
the beer
go.
my
goes down.
God.
The beer goes down.
New equipment.
Luckily, it missed the soundboard by like a foot.
It's all foamy now. Look at that thing.
Jesus.
Oh, I thought we just witnessed a walk.
That thing's
off.
all head. It's like the
safety.
first 13 minutes of a porno.
Man, that's more white than North America.
That was good. I will allow that one.
Yeah, trying to put like, Norm Macdonald, man.
Norm
That's-
Macdonald.
Yeah,
I was talking to my mom actually today because she's old, so she knows all like she knew SNL back in the 80s and 90s.
Oh, the
when it
glory
was-
days.
Back when it was funny, and Norm Macdonald hosted Weekend Update back in the Chris Farley, the Adam Sandler, David.
To be honest,
Spade, Chris
Sandler was almost bad on SNL if you think about it.
But he was fired. The scuttlebutt is he was fired because you heard in that intro.
Him, Chris Rock, Chris Farley, and David Spade, I think, were all fired.
Yeah, which is a good sign that your career is on the rise when you
Yeah.
get fired by SNL. Because whenever you get fired by SNL, everybody just breaks out. Like, look at fucking Will Ferrell. I don't think he got fired, but he left SNL. Jimmy Fallon got fired and then got the
I think he
Tonight Show.
just left because he wanted to pursue movies. Way to go, Jimmy.
David Spade got fired. Dude's rolling in it.
Oh yeah, but because of who?
Adam Sandler.
Who got fired here, and now he pretty much owns all. He pretty much. Let's face it, he pretty much owns David Spade, Rob Schneider, and all.
Chris Rock got fired and he never has to work again because of the Madagascar movies. Like,
and that's the minimum with him. So,
yeah, like the guy. So if you get, if Chris Farley was still alive,
Mm-hmm.
his career was on the up anyway. So with like Tommy Boy and all that shit, he was on the rise.
No, he would have been
And then-
massive.
Yeah, he would have been
He was
massive.
already
he
massive.
already Matt.
He would have gone
Pride
into.
of Madison, Wisconsin.
Yo.
Chris Farley.
Didn't he go to?
No, he went to
Wisconsin?
Marquette.
Oh, he went to Marquette.
Yeah, he went to he couldn't get into the regular. I guess his dad had money, so he
Oh.
went to the private Catholic school there
So
in
the-
Milwaukee.
So
Yeah,
the reason why people say that Norm Macdonald was fired from SNL, they said it was because he wasn't funny. But at the time, the president of NBC was friends with OJ, and after the verdict came out saying not guilty, he continued to make OJ jokes, and the president of NBC said, "Hey, don't do this anymore." And he said, "Fuck you! No, the guy's a murderer, so I'm going to keep making my jokes." And he did.
Yeah.
And he got fired. So
Yep, and another thing,
There's a
like
bird in the
Norm
background.
Macdonald had a lot of funny commercials with, again, bringing it back to kind of Wisconsin with me, Bob Uecker, voice of the Milwaukee
him and Bob
Brewers.
Uecker were like
oh,
best
great
friends.
great friends for
Yeah.
years. Like there's a bit where Norm Macdonald was on Howard Stern, and he was joking with like Artie Lang, Howard
Yeah.
Stern's sidekick. He goes like, "I saw Euchre last week," and Artie's like, "What'd he say?" He goes like, he pretty much told you to go fuck yourself." Or so, because like Artie Lang kind of let the bit out of the hang that like Bob Uecker like would say like obscene things on like the cough button that all announcers have. Like if you need to cough, like you would hit the mute.
Yeah, and so like the little
Like you
mute-
could still pick up
Yep.
the sound there, but your mic would be killed. But like the example I think Artie Lang used was like, it was a spring training game in Arizona, and Bob Uecker would call those a lot of times. And he would go like, "And there's a ground ball to shortstop. Hit the cough button. Look at the fucking tits on that whore." And it's and he records the out for the first out of the inning there. And Artie Lang said this, and Bob Uecker got pissed here that he did. But Norm Macdonald and him would do like the old Miller like commercials, great taste, less filling, great taste, less filling, and all that. So, but yeah, great bits. So, God bless Norm Macdonald.
Yeah, he had cancer for almost 10 years, and
Yeah,
nobody
didn't he?
knew.
Yeah, no one
nobody
knew. Yep.
Outside of him, obviously, his doctor, obviously, and his family.
Yeah, I'm
he
sure
did
his
not
family
tell
knew, but-
anybody. So,
Yeah.
and which I went back and I watched a whole bunch of Norm Macdonald clips on YouTube. There's a channel called I'm Not Norm that has like all these compilations of the best Norm Macdonald bits. And he was talking about like 15 years ago, there's a clip where he says, "If I ever got cancer, I'm not going to tell anybody because people that tell people are just looking for sympathy," is what he said. So he's a what we played in the intro is jokes that are more mild from Norm. He is definitely not the type of comedian you listen to if you're offended easily. Yeah, he's great. He was great. He still is great.
His stand-up was subtly great. Like, it's not like...
He's the epitome of jokes that are so stupid, they're funny.
Yeah.
But then he would slap you with a joke that is so funny and out of left field that it's just, you never knew where a joke...
Like the Cosby bit we played.
Like, you never know how a joke is going to go. Because, like me, I listen to stand-up and I kind of try to see where the comedian is kind of trying to lead you into the punchline. And, like, 80% of the time, I can kind of guess the theme of the punchline before they say it. But with Norm Macdonald, you never know. Because he did anti-jokes where, like... He would do jokes where he would, like, talk about people's race. Like an Irishman, a Polishman, and an Italian walk into a bar. And you automatically think, just off of that detail, it's going to be a racial joke.
Yep.
But then it's something completely non-race related, whatever. It's him. So, like I said, I was talking to my mom today because she's old and she remembers these old comedians. Norm Macdonald, Don Rickles is by far my favorite.
Yeah.
He lived almost 100 years old.
But let's see if Don Rickles could go today. Let's face it.
No, he couldn't. No,
there was nothing subtly about that.
But Super Dave Bob Osborne, his real name is Bob Einstein, but I got a clip. I got a bunch of compilation clips, actually, of his jokes. So I'm going to play it for you guys right now. Super Dave. You probably know, if you guys watch Curb Your Enthusiasm.
A little.
Barely.
I've seen a little bit of it.
Okay, better yet, Ocean's 13, Matt Damon's dad.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That's Super Dave.
Oh,
Osborne.
yeah.
So
I know the guy.
But he was a character in Curb Your Enthusiasm. So let's just listen to this first
Guy
one.
comes in, sits down at the bar, and says to the bartender, "What's the monkey for?" He says, "Don't ask." This goes on for about 2 hours. Finally, he said, "All right, I'll show you." Bartender opens the cage. Monkey jumps out. Bartender takes a baseball bat and hits the monkey over the head with it. Monkey pulls the bartender's pants down and gives him
oral
sex. Guy goes, "Wow!" Bartender says, "Yeah, you want to try it?" He says, "Yeah, but don't hit me so hard."
See, I had to dub in the oral part because him and Norm Macdonald would call into this radio show and they bleeped out the part where he said the monkey gave the bartender oral sex. So instead of playing the bleep, so everybody got what he was trying to say, I put in oral. But no, that's Super Dave Osborne was the comedian where all those dirty jokes your uncle would tell you. That's where he found them from.
Yeah.
Was Super Dave Osborne. Like, just the monkey giving the bartender oral sex when he gets hit by a bat. And then he asked the guy, "Do you want to try it?" And he goes, "Yeah, but don't hit me so hard." It's like, that's I'm sorry, that's a great joke. All right, here's the second one. You ready? I should pause the music. I paused it.
Guy comes home with a duck under his arm.
Oh, shut
Wife
up.
opens the door.
Yeah.
She says, "Where the hell have you been?" He says, "This is the pig I've been screwing." She said, "It's not a pig, it's a duck." He said, "I'm not talking to you."
That's not even the dirtiest. You ready?
Jesus.
You guys saw my Snapchats. I was saying jokes while drinking and all
Yeah,
that.
but to be honest, I kind of clicked through them.
I was a little bit too
sometimes.
drunk for that one.
Oh my god, dude!
I'm working here, so I'm clicking through them. So
I couldn't get through the punchline through most of them without laughing because they were all Super Dave Osborne jokes. Okay, here we go. I'm not going to mute us for this. Just the music.
Heard.
It's Super Dave Osborne. Super Dave Osborne.
Now, let me tell you this. The Queen of England is walking with an administrator in the hospital.
What?
I said the Queen of England is walking with an administrator in a hospital. She walks by a room, and a man is masturbating. She said, "Oh, my God, what's going on?" He said, "Well, he has a problem. It's a physical problem, and if he doesn't do that 5 times a day, he could explode and die." She said, "Oh, I'm sorry." Then they go to the second floor, where she walks by a room, a nurse is giving a man oral sex. She says, oh my God, what's wrong? He said he's got the same problem as the guy on one, but better insurance.
Oh shit! And then
The government would provide it.
that guy just talking right there was
Have trouble as well.
was Neil Macdonald, Norm Macdonald's brother. They did a special, the radio show that he would go on.
Mm-hmm.
They did a special for his birthday, so he had Neil Macdonald, Norm Macdonald's brother, on. So here's another one.
Have trouble with his wife, so he calls his best friend. He said, you got to meet me at a bar. I got to talk to you. So they go to a bar. He starts drinking. He drinks so much he throws up on his shirt. He says, now what am I going to do? I'm going to go home. She's going to scream and she's probably going to hit me. His friend says, don't worry about a thing. Tell her you had one drink. The guy next to you overdrank, got sick, and threw up in your shirt. And to prove it, he put $10 in your pocket to get it clean. I'm putting $10 right in there. He said, you're brilliant. He goes home. He says, I'm home. She comes downstairs, starts screaming at him. He said, listen to me. I had one drink, but a guy at the bar got sick, threw up on my shirt, and to prove it, he put $10 in my pocket to get it clean. She reaches in. She says, there's $20 here. He says, I know. He also crapped in my pants.
Super Dave.
Oh, I didn't even play it. Oh, there was the other one. Okay, I'll say it for you guys.
Oh, it's gonna suck now.
Oh no,
Yeah,
the delivery is gonna be bad.
It's gonna be this bullshit, part LA, part Arizona, part Minnesotan accent.
Here we go. All right. Two women are taking a walk in the woods. They come up to a bridge. One woman says, you know, I always wanted to piss off this bridge just like men do. And her friend says, well, there's nobody around. Go ahead and do it. So she takes off her pants, puts her ass over the railing. She looks down and points to her friend saying, I'm going to piss right there in that canoe. She says, that's not a canoe, that's your reflection. Get it? It's a big vagina joke.
Yeah, yeah.
One more, all right? This guy's walking in the desert, all right? And he's saying, water, water, somebody give me water. He goes up to this tie stand. There's this guy out in the desert, middle of the desert, selling ties. The tie salesman says, I can't help you, but if you go 40 miles this way, there's an inn, and they can give you some water. So the guy starts crawling away, going, water, water. 3 days later, he comes back, saying, water, water, face is on fire, everything. Minutes from death. And the tie salesman says, you didn't go to the inn so they can help you? He said, they wouldn't let me in without a tie. That's my kind of shit right there. All right, so just real quick, the Ravens and Chiefs of
We don't need the
Kansas City
fucking backstory if
are
you're gonna
about to
push
play.
it, push everybody.
All right,
here.
this is what it is. Over under Pat Mahomes, 336.5 yards.
Under.
That one just went away. So
Yeah, we're not doing it.
3 touchdown passes over under Mahomes.
I would say
Against
over.
the Ravens, over, I guess.
Tyreek Hill, 94.5 reception yards, or 29.5 longest reception.
Oh, that's got to be the over on the longest reception.
29.5.
Ooh, that's far.
Yeah, but it is Hill.
I don't know.
I mean, he can just catch it 10 yards deep and run it, and that counts.
No, but it's still, that's 30-yard
But
pass.
still, freaking Mahomes will scramble around and just throw it 40
Over
yards
under
to Hill.
on either on 94.5 reception yards or the longest.
Go on the reception yards over.
Yeah, I would say reception yards.
Over.
Yeah.
Yep. This is
All
going to be a
right.
high-scoring game, but I don't know
Now
if
we
it's
got to
gonna be
pick
the
some
big-
Ravens players because we can't just load up on one team. Lamar Jackson, 299.5 total yards, or 0.5 interceptions.
I would take the.
Is he gonna
ya-
throw a pick or not?
I would take the yards.
I don't think he's going to throw. That's rough.
Or
I would take the yards
1.5
because
passing
Kansas City
TDs.
can pick you off.
Or like a Hail Mary at the end.
Yeah.
That's fucked.
1.5 passing TDs. Passing, not just TDs. Passing.
He can get that.
So, okay, 2 TDs.
Yeah, 2 passing.
He can get that.
I think he's going to.
Or Mark Andrews, 53.5 reception yards.
I'm not
That-
touching a
that's
tight
all-
end.
No,
Or
not
I'm not
Tyson-
touching tight ends.
Tyson Williams, 63.5 reception and rushing yards.
Ooh. They don't like that either.
I don't like that.
We can go Lamar.
I'll
Which
go
one?
Lamar.
2 touchdowns.
Over.
Yeah.
So we need him to throw 2.
Yep.
One more to make it good. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, 73.5 rush and receiving, or 0.5 touchdowns. Is Clyde Edwards-Helaire going to get a tud? Basically, yes or no?
Well, I could see it.
Do they have who's their
Or-
backup? Damian Williams.
I don't know. Or Travis Kelce, 7.5 receptions, or 92.5 receiving yards.
This is kind of a lot.
God, that's a lot.
Boy, they set the bar pretty high.
Yeah,
I
they
get
did.
it's the Chiefs, but fuck, man.
That's a lot of receptions.
7.5. So we need 8 catches from him, or 93 yards.
That's a pretty good day.
Come on.
I'd
Any
say
of them.
CEH.
Edwards-Helaire could get a touchdown.
Get a
You wanna do
tud
that?
from CEH.
I
Yeah.
think that's more like. I think
So
that's the
over.
most. I think if you were to ask me to bet on one of these,
Yeah, I'd probably go with CEH.
There we go. It's in. Oh, what the fuck? It says it's not available because pick has changed. What the fuck you mean?
you're the one running this.
Oh, you guys are taking too long.
Oh,
The Clyde Edwards-Helaire one went away. So it's either 73.5 yards rushing and receiving, or
Go with the yards.
the yards over or under. 73.5 rushing and receiving.
for Clyde Edwards.
Yes.
Under.
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 I think it's gonna be a lot through the air.
Excuse me, everybody. Is this game in Baltimore?
Yes.
I gotta make a phone call. I know a guy.
You got the sprinkler system set up.
Oh, the Lamar Jackson one went away. So it's either interception or 299.5 yards.
299.5 yards.
Over, under.
Over. I foresee this being a shootout somehow.
Yeah, me too. But that's a hell of a lot of. Is that all-purpose yards, right?
All purpose.
Yeah.
Oh,
just
yeah,
Total
okay.
yards.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, we could do that.
There you go. It's in. So we have Patrick Mahomes. Oh, they moved his 3 touchdown passes is what they put it at now.
Instead of 2.5.
Yeah.
Ooh, shit.
Might as well still go with it. It's Mahomes, dude.
Passing, not rushing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
That's 4
he doesn't
touchdowns.
rush for that many.
That's 4 fucking touchdowns. That's a.
So we want no Clyde Edwards-Helaire. We
He can
want
still-
Pat Mahomes to throw a lot of touchdowns. We want them to be 2 Tyreek Hill because we got 94.5 over
Oh,
for
he'll
his
get that.
yards. And then we want Lamar Jackson to be running and throwing all over the place.
Yep.
There you go. I will.
And I also think Lamar's pissed because of what people have been saying about him after the Raiders game.
Yeah. So here we go. I'm screenshotting it right now. This is 4 picks for $100.
Ain't nobody give a fuck.
And I will send it to the both of us, or all 3 of us.
Drew Brees' hair did not grow in retirement.
Neither
This is
did Tony Dungy's.
well, he always been bald.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I'd still bang Maria Taylor like a screen door. I'd say that.
Oh, that's
right.
kinda
Well,
weird.
was that out loud?
So here we go. Vikings.
Maria
Eric,
Taylor
Yeah,
hit
we
me
don't
up
even
on my
wanna talk about the
Snapchat.
Vikings tonight.
best moment of the day. We're watching the Vikings game. Vikings
my
have the
God.
ball under 2 minutes left to go, down by what, 2?
I just
Hey,
want
Vikings
to.
fans, close your ears
I just want
and
to say,
eyes, 'cause
No,
this is
down
gonna be
by
painful.
1.
watching a NFL game with Eric is truly just a gift.
So I forget who
Anybody
caught,
doesn't have enough motion in their lives, come watch a football game with me.
Go
forget
hit.
who caught
Go
the
hit
ball.
him. He'll be at Casper's.
But he,
KJ Osborne.
Osborne, yeah. So he
17.
catches the ball for like what, a 15-yard reception, gets
Yeah,
him the
gets to,
first
like,
down, gets him into
22-yard line.
Yeah, gets him to field goal
23-yard
range.
line.
And Eric is celebrating. Oh my God, yes! And in that same sentence, he goes, "Oh shit, something's gonna happen. I just know it. I just know it." And then what
Yeah,
did
true
just
Minnesota.
happen? What did just happen? I'll play it for you right
True
now.
Minnesotan right there, you know.
The win! Oh my goodness, he missed it! Unbelievable! And the Cardinals survive! 34! 33! You're watching.
So yeah,
Old reliable right there. Minnesota sports and letdowns.
I tell you, Gary Anderson rolling over in his grave.
Man.
So Greg Joseph.
Oh,
from the Minnesota
Blair Walsh
Wild-
rolling over.
Minnesota.
Blair Walsh rolling over in his grave.
Gary.
I was at that game.
Greg Joseph misses a
Oh,
37.
Danny Carlson rolling over in his
Brian, we
grave.
get it. He misses a 37-yard field goal for the win to end the game with 4 seconds left. Keep in mind,
They went
earlier
straight on.
he hit two
I don't
50-plus
believe-
yarders.
I don't understand why they went straight on. No, put it on a hash.
No, so a lot of people on Vikings Twitter are like, why the fuck did you even just waste 30 seconds? Why didn't you take a shot at the end zone?
Why not get closer?
Yeah, all that
Obviously,
stuff.
37 is too fucking far for Minnesota kickers.
Well, he hit from 52 twice earlier in the game.
Okay, then let's
hold
take
on,
some
go
penalties.
back up. Zimmer's
What?
comment.
He hit two 50-yarders earlier, right? We wanted to win the game at the end. The kid made a 53-yarder last week to go into overtime. Was the response from head coach Mike Zimmer on why did he wait to kick the game at the end or kick the ball at the end instead of taking a shot at the end zone?
Only Minnesota fans would be asking this question about why take that field goal.
No, yeah, it's basically the
That's just automatic for
choice
coaches.
right
yeah,
there.
come on.
Yeah.
No offense.
do
Get
your
head-
fucking job and
no
kick
offense.
the ball through
no
the
offense,
fucking
you,
uprights.
No offense, but pull your heads out of your asses on that.
So here I got a bunch of people. The local fan line is asking for questions on Twitter, and this is how stupid Joe Blow, Vikings fan, or just NFL fan.
No, that's
in general.
everybody.
Hold on. Listen here. First of all, nothing makes a grown man dumber than beautiful women and sports.
So a lot of when do we start Kellen Mond? I'm pretty sure Kirk
Lord,
Cousins had a great game.
That was the
say,
problem. Yeah, Kirk Cousins was. Hey everybody! Kirk Cousins was actually running around, getting away from the blitz.
Which everybody wanted.
What, he had a 30-yard run.
Yeah, everybody's
The
like,
longest in
why
his
does
career or
Kirk
something like
Cousins
that, like-
just sit there and take it? Why isn't he more mobile? Now he's
Man,
more.
did they even watch the game?
Yeah, he's more mobile today. He had like 40 yards rushing today.
That was
Eric,
against one of
Eric.
the better pass rush
Yeah.
defenses in the league.
And they got better. They were one of the better ones last year. They got better. Eric, I'm telling you, beautiful women and sports.
Oh, well,
Nothing makes a grown man dumber.
I got half of that.
It doesn't matter.
I'm half
Beautiful.
dumb.
Yeah, just say it doesn't matter. Beautiful women in sports make grown men stupid.
Well, I definitely have the sports part.
So
Yeah, it makes
another
everybody
one, another one is odds on how quick Mike Zimmer cuts the kicker. For who? Who
No.
are you gonna go get?
You're not cutting
All
the
the
fucking
good
kicker.
kickers are currently kicking for an NFL team.
It's on the road.
Who are you gonna go get? Who are you gonna cut him for?
Yeah, no.
God, these people are
Gonna go dig up.
stupid.
Gonna go dig up George Blanda.
Should we cut him and let him be another Daniel Carlson who just made 5 fucking field goals
He
today?
has the longest active streak of consecutive field goals made in the NFL right now.
And even Mike Zimmer to this day regrets that decision.
Oh my God. When are we going to fire Zimmer and start Kellen Mond when we go 0-4? This season's over already. It's week 2.
It's a longer season, too.
You have 15 more games to play. It is week 2.
Is this how these idiots... We should have probably looked this up on the Packer fan line here. Well, actually, no, we didn't need to look it up. We called in.
Yeah, you should check that out. It was our last
Just
episode.
saying, we called in. I went under a pseudonym here because unfortunately Brian from this current location accidentally dropped an F-bomb to the call screener.
The producer.
Is that why he turned into James?
That's why I turned
James from
into
Eau Claire.
James from Eau Claire.
James.
If you would have been here, it would have become Eric from Wausau. So
Eric from Wausau.
No, so I see
hell of a Culvers.
I see tweets
Look at
like
this.
that.
122.4 passing rating, 244 yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 picks.
Yeah,
That is
he was
Kirk
the
Cousins.
and he was the problem.
Yeah.
45 yards rushing.
Oh, God.
Vikings
Don't even
fans,
start.
Vikings fans, wake the fuck up.
Jimmy
Put down
Car-
your Miller Lite. Kirk Cousins was not the problem.
Drink a Miller High
Hey,
Life
hey.
instead.
Kirk Cousins is not overpaid at all in this league right now.
As a quarterback,
As a
starting
quarterback.
as a
quarterback,
now
yes.
when he signed
100% agree.
when he signed
When he
yes.
signed, yes, but
now-
it's
as-
the
in the
risk
current,
that you need to take.
in the current market. No,
It was a risk that we needed to take because we were not going to pull in any other
remember that was
quarterback.
the only one area after that year they thought they needed to upgrade.
Yeah. We literally thought, okay, we were right here. We have the defense. We have a good running back. We have a...
What's that
What?
from the audience?
I said, what are your options?
Oh yeah, Keenum, Bridgewater.
Yeah.
Bradford is already gone.
Well, and remember, they wouldn't pay Case Keenum $17 million. That's what he signed with Denver.
Yeah, he didn't last very long, did he?
No. Like, not even a
Bridgewater's
year.
been with what, 3 teams since then?
And who did they take over? Hey, James, what was that song in Shrek?
There's a lot of songs, like All-Star.
What was the song when he showed up to the castle? Welcome to...
Paradise by Green Day? I don't know. I don't remember. Oh, Drew Lock. That's not a... Oh, I'm thinking of the castle at the volcano where the dragon was at. There's many castles in that movie. There's actually 2, but there's...
That's
The
many.
song you kept singing anytime somebody brought up Drew Lock's name?
Yeah, welcome to Drew Lock, such a perfect time.
Oh,
yeah.
my God. If I make it through the show without just smacking the hell out of you.
I would
Hey.
enjoy that very much.
Shrek's a great movie. We should watch that.
But no, look at, like, Kirk Cousins, not the problem, everybody. You just lost a shootout. It happens.
Yeah,
You had a
can
chance.
I give a shout out to our Daniil Hunter?
Oh, yeah, chasing down
Holy
Kyler
shit.
Murray like it was nothing.
He was running around the school ground like all day.
If it was any other
3
quarterback, he
sacks.
probably. If it was
He'd
any
probably
other
have 5 sacks today if it was any other quarterback.
any other quarterback, he probably would have had 8.
Yeah, who knows?
I saw a couple of those Kyler Murray scrambles.
If it was like Brady or like Manning or somebody just
Okay,
sits
but
there in
then
the
they would've
pocket,
thrown the
they-
ball.
oh no, they either would have thrown it away or just like fell down.
Or
Yeah.
how about Mac Jones then?
Okay, then 12 sacks.
Or Sam Darnold?
15 sacks and 2
Zach
interceptions off
Wilson.
from the line.
Well, no offense to Sam
4
Darnold again here.
interceptions
He
from
doesn't
the
have a
line.
great offensive line again. So
He would
yeah.
break the sack record in the same day.
Yeah.
Sam Darnold and Robert Griffin should file, joint lawsuits against offensive lines.
Speaking of Sam Darnold, former USC quarterback, I sent you guys that picture of their airplane when they went to
Oh, yeah.
Washington.
The flat tire.
No,
Or
it
whatever was.
tail-tipped.
Tail-tipped.
It tail tipped. The whole ass end. See, Boeings are known for this.
Hold on.
But
I meant to ask you this.
what?
How do we know that not one person at that airport asked the plane, Papa Wheelie?
No, everyone is like, well, it's from Southern California, so it's just hitting that 3-wheel motion.
Yeah.
But
Just say, it's
the
got
hydraulics.
it got hydraulics. Oh,
Got that pump.
yeah.
to tail tip a plane, I've seen them. I've seen 737s. That was the plane that they tail
I
tipped.
think I was on like a brick or something.
Yeah.
There. Okay.
I've seen them almost tail tip, and 737s are known for tail tipping.
Man, they just loaded up the
And-
offensive line back there.
The problem is when you offload everything in the back, and passengers are offloading from the front first.
Yeah, you
You're
need to
putting
do it.
more weight in the back with people than you are with equipment and baggage in the front.
Yep.
So they started offloading stuff in the front, but there's still a shit ton of people in the back. There's still 60, 70 big old fucking football players in the back.
Yeah, and
Shit
that's
with
just-
ass
yep.
over tits. And
Isn't the fuel in the middle front?
the fuel is mostly in the wings.
Okay.
Yeah.
alright.
But
Well,
so
that's where the engine. That's where the.
the problem
turbines are.
the problem I had was this ground crew doesn't know what the fuck they're doing, because I've seen planes almost start tail tipping, and that nose gear strut extends and extends and extends, and you go from you can touch the nose of the airplane to you can't touch it.
Yeah.
And we used to get everybody we could to jump into the front bin to add more weight in the front to bring the plane back down. And when it comes back down, it slams down.
Yeah.
So when I saw that, I'm just like, what the fuck? How do you not know how to properly unload an aircraft? Somebody who's done it, that pissed me off. You guys, you're kind of like, oh, freak accident, whatever. But the fact that people keep...
No, it seems pretty.
Well, no, I
real,
see
like,
it when I see people misload like a trailer where it's like laney. Like
Yeah.
again, in shipping here, like you're taught to like
It's
loading
weight
trucks.
distribution.
Yeah.
Yep.
Keep
You're
it
taught-
even.
You're taught to like distribute the weight here to a point where the driver can safely travel here.
Well, you want to put most of the weight in the front of the trailer.
Well,
'Cause
that's
you
where
wanna-
the tractor is.
Yeah,
so.
you want to keep most of the pressure on that pivot point.
Correct, but you also want to distribute it out here to try to get it to what I would call that 48-foot mark, because that's where the back axle is.
Yeah, everything else
Yeah, you want
between
it-
the
the
back
weight-
wheel to the door is the lighter stuff.
to be distributed on the axle and forward.
Yeah.
Well, especially getting into this time of year where wind's going to be a factor.
Well, and ice and snow.
Yeah,
In about a month
you want
or
it to
two.
weight it down a little bit more. Most drivers come in, see my stuff, which is typically lighter than your typical like full load. They're like, "Oh, I can just I can just drive, motherfucker. That's for literally like a quote a driver gave me or something.
Yeah.
I'm like, cool.
Nice to hear somebody operating an 80,000-pound tractor trailer. It just says, "Oh, I can just drive, not give a shit."
Oh, my company just deals with signs. I don't give a fuck. As long as it gets in the trailer okay, whatever happens is on them. So.
Yeah. So I thought that was funny. USC tail tipping, kind of a image metaphor for their kind of season for their football team this year.
Yeah.
Well, they fired their coach after.
Yeah, and after the second game, they fired their coach. And now everybody's worried that PJ Fleck from the Minnesota Gophers wore the boat Skyumelico
Okay,
Gophers.
well, hold on. First
He's
of
not
all,
leaving.
I told you
He's not leaving.
No, I
no,
told
but-
James. I told you this here, but let's face it. When a big job comes available in college coaches, you hear the same damn names.
Titans won in OT.
You hear
Yeah.
You hear Lincoln Riley from Oklahoma.
Derrick Henry got 47 points in PPR.
Oh my God! Yes. Rest in peace,
Oh,
Brian.
I should have not have started Derrick
The
Henry.
motherfucker had 2.2 points at halftime.
Suck a cock.
That's what you said. You said you shouldn't have. Oh, yeah, you did say he was like garbage.
Oh, here's that great
That's
tweet
great.
right there. Defense allows 913 yards, 61 points in 2 games.
I'm almost beating Brian by 70 points.
I don't give a
Okay,
shit.
cream pie.
Kicker misses 2 field goals, extra point.
And I
Kirk
still got
throws
Travis Kelce to play.
All
Jesus
these no picks.
Christ.
Yeah, it's Kirk's fault. It,
I still like the fact that I came back and beat you, even though
Who came
everything.
back? What?
Me. Last week I beat Brian.
oh, I knew
Oh,
that.
yeah.
I knew that was gonna happen. It was a Dalvin Cook fumble that caused it. That wasn't really a fumble, but
Oh, that game started. Should
you,
we just
you
say?
won.
I
you
was
won
down
by,
like
you-
40 points.
You won by what? You had Lamar Jackson going, but
Should we? We're almost at 40 minutes. Should we just say fuck it and just go watch football? That game
I'm watching
started.
it right
We're already
now.
watching.
Oh,
Oh,
I can't see it.
I don't
that
care.
sucks.
All right, so you two, give us your kind of highlights, your takeaways from
From week 2
from
from the
NFL Week 2.
All right.
Well,
So here's a few shockers.
The NFC West is still the best division in football.
Yeah,
Yes.
NFC West for
The
sure.
Rams are now one of my favorites for the Super Bowl after today.
Really?
That's what I'm
After the
saying.
Colts?
After
I'm
After-
sorry, but the Colts are not a good defense anymore.
I don't know.
Boy, I've seen a little bit of the
They
Colts
lost-
here.
they
Boy,
lost
that's
5.
disappointing.
I'm not saying they're
They
going
lost 5 of
to
their
go.
star players on
I'm not
defense
saying they're
last year.
going to the Super Bowl. I'm just saying they're starting to
Oh,
become
here might-
one of my favorites.
Oh, he
no.
overthrew him.
Um,
Lamar
frankly,
took
even
a-
the AFC West is the second best.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say that.
I mean, Denver 2-0, Chargers 1-1, could have easily been 2-0.
Well, the NFC West just took another one to the teeth, though, with the Seahawks losing in overtime. They had
That's
a,
their first loss in the division.
I know. They
not
had,
even in the division. But,
They had
No,
a,
I mean like
oh
they
yeah,
had
for
out
the
of
for
all
the
the 4
for the
teams.
division. Yeah.
They had a good lead for most of the game, and then Derrick Henry just started going off in the
well,
second half.
well, Russell Wilson can't play defense.
Yeah, that's true. You can only score so many points, I guess. And if your defense is letting them score
If you
more,
scored 30 points and you lose, your offense wasn't the problem.
oh, there you go. Did we pick
Listen to
Lamar
that,
Jackson
Vikings
had
fan.
an
A pick 6?
No, you guys said don't do interceptions.
Oh well.
Did he just throw one?
Yep.
Yep.
Fuck me, we could have been one already.
I don't understand why you even bet in September.
Yeah, no, there's I don't know.
September's the hardest month to bet in football.
We could have had one done already. Already done.
Oh yeah, you were gonna pick it.
I was
No,
talking
no, you
about
weren't.
it.
No, you weren't. No, you weren't.
I
Don't.
gave
No,
you
no,
guys-
no, no, no,
I
no,
gave you
no,
the
no, no,
option.
no, 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 no,
Oh,
no,
you
no.
gave us the option.
No, no,
that
no,
means
no,
you're
no,
gonna pick
no,
it.
no, no, no,
No,
no,
I
no,
didn't,
no, no, no,
Brian.
no, 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 no.
Oh, he's getting muted.
Brian. It was, I said Lamar Jackson at 0.5 interceptions. And you guys said no because there could be a bullshit Hail Mary at the end of the game, and that fucks you.
There could have been.
Yeah. Well, he just gave up a bullshit pick 6.
Well, it would have helped
No.
if he held on to the laces.
So now it's the Laces' fault.
Did you not see the first Ace Ventura?
No, I haven't actually.
Yes, you have.
No, I haven't.
Yes, you have.
No, I haven't.
Yes, you have.
So what else?
Oh,
See,
well,
I actually was going to take a different stance on the Rams. I was actually shocked that they even we're in a situation where they're going to lose to the Colts today. The Colts are not a good team, and you'll realize that soon.
Well, I'm not saying the Colts are a good team. I'm just inside of me. I want Matthew Stafford to be happy.
If they had,
No, I know.
If they had Andrew Luck, they would be.
Yeah, but Carson Wentz isn't an Andrew Luck.
I want Matthew Stafford.
He's about like a 40% or.
Matthew Stafford suffered 10 years in Detroit. He deserves to be happy and actually go
For a-
win
for a
his
He was
crime-
part
for
of
a-
the issue in Detroit too.
For a crime
because
he,
he was
didn't
always
commit.
hurt.
Yeah, it doesn't help.
When they didn't have an offensive line to protect him and he was always hurt, Detroit ran Megatron out of the league. One of the best wide receivers in the game at the time.
He
said,
does have a bust.
he said, "Fuck you, I'm out of here. Fuck Detroit."
Oh, speaking of a
He
bust,
still lives there.
Not the city,
Okay.
the ownership group.
speaking of a bust, Zach
Whoa.
Wilson. Holy
Oh.
shit!
Holy
Is
shit.
he hot garbage?
One of those picks was not his fault. I will say.
So
that.
if he spends 10 years in New York with the Jets, are you gonna say that? Oh, like he needs to get out?
If he can be a starter for 10 years, yeah.
Oh, he should be. If he can survive 10 years in New York, oh, he should be in the Hall of Fame.
Matty Stafford only got benched when it was blowouts, for or against. So if Zach Wilson can stay a starter for 10 years and deal with the fucking stupid New York Jets and that shitty organization, then yeah.
Can't fix the ownership.
If he can go somewhere else and win a Super Bowl, good for him. He stuck it out 10 years with somebody. He earned it.
Well, he got paid.
So, what else? You guys are just
No,
sitting
my
here
favorite thing
watching.
was like Zach Wilson. Tony Romo said that in like 2 or 3 years he'd be a top 3 quarterback.
Who?
Tony Romo said that. Zach Wilson.
Oh my God.
First of all, that requires you to win games. He ain't gonna win a
No, not
whole
with the
lot of
Jets.
games in that division.
And not with the Jets.
Not-
with the
Not
Jets.
with the structure that they
But,
have.
but also think about just like the division he's in. Think about the defenses he's gonna have to face.
Yeah, Buffalo has a great defense.
He's got to face
The
Belichick
Dolphins
twice
is
a
not-
year.
Yeah, Belichick with the
New
Patriots
England's-
defense
New
looked
England's got a good
amazing
defense.
this
The
year.
fact
or
that
this
they
week.
were 7-9 last year is incredible.
Well, they had like 6 guys opt out last
Exactly.
year. so-
The fact that they were 7-9 is incredible. They should have been like 2-14 last year.
Yeah. Well, and
And
especially
then maybe
with,
they would have gotten Trevor Lawrence. Oh my God! Could you have imagined that?
Yeah. I think the whole NFL fandom would have shit themselves if New
Belichick
England,
now all of a sudden goes from Brady to Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I would just give up right there.
The greatest quarterback of all time to the greatest potential
quarterback in at least 10 years.
Yeah.
Oh, more than like probably since Peyton Manning.
What was his stat line today, Trevor Lawrence?
He had at least a couple. They won, didn't they?
No.
Hold on.
Did they not?
Hold on.
I've got the game on here, so
Hold on.
yeah, that's right. All of you take second priority. So.
Yeah, they lost 23-13 to Jacksonville.
No, that is Jacksonville.
Or to Denver.
Denver.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah. I was like, there's no way they're winning that
Oh,
game.
Brandon McManus kicked their ass single-handedly almost. Kicker.
Even though you lost 5 points. Trevor Lawrence, 14.
Yeah, because of some bullshit commissioner's rules.
14 for 33, 118 yards, 1 tud, 2 picks, 1 sack.
Not very good, but on the same
rookie
thing,
numbers.
You're
so.
playing for Jacksonville.
His QB rating was 37.2.
Yeah. You're
You're-
playing for
you're-
Jacksonville.
You are in an You're an NFL quarterback in a college town.
Give him an offensive line like they got in like Indy or
No, not. I don't think Jacksonville is a solvable organization. To be honest with
move
you.
the team to London. What happened with that? Did the PNC kill that? Because I felt like that was getting a lot of traction. That whole moving a team to London.
I think PNC. Well, PNC killed it, and I think Toronto would get a team before London.
Them or I don't know. They tried Mexico City, but I feel like all the players are afraid to live there. So- because a whole bunch
a
of them
lot of
were,
fans would be afraid to go there, too.
They were talking about all the security that they had to have for the players
Who's
in Mexico
33?
Security or Mexico City.
I'm pretty sure that
Dalvin
was...
Cook.
No.
Dalvin
Devontae
Cook.
Freeman.
Big run.
Yeah, I know.
But no, Jacksonville's not solvable. as
I
an
swear to
organ-
God, if Tyson Williams just goes off tonight,
He has
I'm going to
about
be
20
pissed.
yards.
I'm going to be pissed.
Why?
The game just started because both of you said no, I wouldn't touch that. You said I wouldn't touch that to Mark Andrews.
Nope, he
and-
fumbled.
Oh, what the? That's a touchdown though for Baltimore.
Who fumbled?
Tyson Williams into the hands of...
Freeman.
what?
34 fumbled into like 33.
34 fumbled into 13. I don't know who 13 is.
But 6
Hollywood Brown?
was 6 was
No.
afraid of 7 because 7, 8, 9.
I was looking at the jersey and I couldn't even fucking see his name.
I'm just listening to you guys narrate a fucking football game on your cell phone.
34. Williams. Fumbles at the
Williams.
2. Goes into 13.
I'm gonna. Okay, I'm not even gonna try.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
You're saying numbers.
knows?
I don't know what team.
Baltimore Ravens running. They've been
I
running all
can't see the
fucking
back of his
day.
jersey.
Oh,
Yeah.
they gave him a touchdown.
Well, here's
All right.
Justin Tucker. Eric's going to get 1 point right here.
Here we go. Here's a highlight for you. The Honey Badger don't give a shit.
Well, yeah, he's the one who had the pick 6.
Flyers picked off at the 35-yard line by Ty Matthew. And the Honey Badger will take it all the way in for a touchdown.
There you go. Brought to you by NBC.
That was
the
Al
NFL.
Michaels on the call, the legendary.
With
But otherwise, some top fantasy performers of the week. Derrick Henry.
Don't tell James that.
Yeah, Derrick Henry, absolute stud.
here's the highlight you guys are talking about.
Yep.
Okay,
Watch
you
this. Here
keep
it is.
talking while I watch.
All right, so Derrick Henry
Oh
killed
Jesus!
it. Oh, yeah.
What the fuck?
I don't know who 13 is.
Over.
Durvain.
Oh,
Duvernay?
Duvernay?
Yeah.
whatever his fucking name is.
Duvernay. That's what it says.
Yep, still don't know what it
I
is.
tell you, Duvernay is going to be paying Williams a lunch here this
I know,
week.
right? He
Yeah.
just gifted him a touchdown.
Yeah.
Right place, right time. But the
Hey,
scores
hey,
right now in the
sometimes that's
first,
all it takes.
Kansas City 7, Baltimore 7.
I feel like everybody. I don't know.
We're
even know
we're
that.
gonna have like 30 more points aside with these two.
I want to find the
offenses.
over/under on this game because I feel like everybody thinks it was going to be a fucking blowout.
Just with the
shootout.
offenses here that we're dealing. Again, Kansas City can put up like 28
All right,
points.
Vegas.
Like that.
Vegas has Kansas City as the 3-point favorite just because they're at home.
They're not
Yeah.
at home.
Oh, they aren't.
No, they're in Baltimore.
All right. Well, there you go. If they were at home, they'd be like a 7-point favorite then. And the over/under is for the total score is 54 points. So that's a
I would have
20
taken the over.
to 34 win for somebody. That's a lot of points
It is.
for the NFL. I wouldn't say that that's a lot of points for college football, but that's a lot of points.
Depends on the college teams.
Well, like Alabama, Florida was like over/under at like 65.5.
Oh, that wasn't even 50, was it?
No, it wasn't. But which is weird because college football this year
For-
it's been really low scoring.
when they bid that high on like two pretty top like conference teams, take the under. That's going to be a dog fight.
Well, the whole SEC has been underscoring a lot this year. Like the Clemson Georgia game, that was 10-3.
One of those teams is an SEC.
I know the other
team.
one's ACC, but that's what I'm talking about. These top teams, these explosive offenses this year in college football. We all thought
Clemson
Oklahoma
doesn't-
was going to
Clemson-
beat the shit out of Nebraska, but
Yeah,
no, it
and
was
then-
actually
it was
close.
actually really close.
Like, close the whole game.
Did you guys see that interception, though?
Oh,
Holy
yeah.
fuck.
I was watching that whole thing. I was sitting there waiting for
Holy
Nebraska
crap!
to start
Is that
getting
Rex
blown
Ryan's
out.
brother?
No, so
That's Rob Ryan, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Rob Ryan. Some of the top performers this week, Derrick Henry with 41 points standard.
Kyler.
Kyler Murray, Tom Brady both had
Oh,
good
and James was
performances.
here complaining about his fantasy teams.
yep.
Daniel
I have all
Jones
three
with
of
30
those.
points.
Daniel Jones was that high? Wow.
Well, he had a
29.
lot of rushing yards.
Yeah,
He
did.
had that one
almost
rushing
he had that
touchdown
50-yard touchdown.
got
He had like,
called
he had
back,
he had
yeah.
like 90 yards rushing.
Cooper Kupp killed it for the Rams. It seemed like that was the only person on their team that day.
Well, besides Stafford.
Daryl
'cause he had to throw it to
Henderson
him.
went down with the injury. I got Sony Michel, so I'm pretty happy about that. Kirk Cousins is up there.
You heard
top
him here
performer.
first. He's happy that somebody got injured.
Oh well, their life will keep going.
They got money.
They got enough money
They're
to
making
not
millions. He'll be all right.
care.
Why is
They're gonna-
Prater trending? Did
Because
he?
he made the game-winning field goal
Oh,
or a 62-yard field goal right before the first half.
new longest field goal in Cardinals history. Yep, the 62-yarder from Prater. Look at that. Would have been good from 64.
Man, if you're gonna tell me who the top performers were this week, and it included Tom Brady, Kirk Cousins, Derek Carr, Daniel Jones,
Derek Carr was a top performer.
Graham Gano. I'd be shitting brick. Teddy Bridgewater.
Vikings are trending number 3 in the country right now.
Doesn't shock me at all. Sure, that's not just regional.
No, I have it set to United States trends.
Oh, okay.
Derrick Henry's up there. Seahawks are up there.
What do we got for CEH? 1 touchdown?
Look
or
at that.
Yards.
I thought it was yards.
Okay, he just got a 10-yard run.
Hold on, let me pull it up.
Uh-oh. They found...
1/7
think
the
they
way
found
there.
Yeah, we need 73 or 74 yards rushing or receiving.
Off topic with the sports themes. Looks like they found that body that might belong to that girl.
Yeah, that Gabby
Petito.
Petito.
Oh well, usually bodies belong to people.
When they still haven't found still haven't found the boyfriend.
Yeah.
Oh, he did it.
Yeah, definitely.
He did
Oh,
it.
yeah.
If he's on the run,
I haven't even
nobody's-
really heard about the story.
Oh, he did it.
She's like a van life video vlogger on YouTube and
Her and her
TikToker.
boyfriend.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
And then she just disappeared and
In Wyoming, supposedly, the boyfriend showed up without her and didn't report her missing.
Yeah.
And now
okay.
he's gone for
And-
like the last 3 days.
yeah, so the FBI and everybody else is trying to find him, and yeah.
Oh, he did it. He fucking did it. He fucking killed her.
This is
Holy
why
shit.
normal, everyday people should not become famous.
Nope. They don't.
Just look at Jared and the subway guy, Jared,
Bill Crosby.
Bill Cosby.
Well, he was
he was
yeah.
an established comedian, but just giving somebody a camera or a podcast and just
The
making them
Goslings,
famous.
like remember John and Kate Goslin, like that.
Yeah,
they
yeah,
became weird. Yeah.
Yeah. Look at the Paul brothers.
Yep.
Yeah. No, they're
Like-
fucked.
Oh, I'd pay somebody plenty of money to knock them out.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, they pay for their fights. So.
Yeah, just saying they pay for
They
them,
they
so.
pay their fighter
Yeah.
a shit ton of money
Oh, yeah.
to not hit them as hard just to make it go the whole round
Yep.
or the whole
Like,
fight.
oh,
Well,
look at
first
this.
of all, Floyd Mayweather.
The
would've-
Floyd Mayweather one, I watched that thing. He pulled so many punches where he could have put that dude on his ass, and just the fact that it went the full round, and then it came out that Logan Paul only collected like $200,000, and they paid Floyd Mayweather like $50 million. That tells
Jesus
you
Christ.
that Floyd Mayweather was told, "Hey man, don't knock me out early.
Yeah. No.
Let's
Oh,
make
if I
it
was
last
Floyd
the whole
Mayweather,
thing."
I still would have taken a free payday to knock that SOB
jeez.
down on
Well,
his
it
ass.
just goes to show people will sell out themselves for money.
Well, I don't.
Well, it wasn't even for money.
I don't blame Floyd Mayweather
In the
for doing it.
in the long term, it's all about just
I mean,
popularity
well, yeah,
and, like marketing.
6 months later, we're still talking about it.
Yeah.
I still had no problem. I would have had no problem with Floyd Mayweather knocking the SOB out.
Yeah. I don't know.
For free.
And the
For
one
free.
guy, notice the one guy that keeps coming after him that you know won't pull punches, Evander Kane from the San Jose Sharks.
Yep.
You know that guy's not going to hold back. He kept coming after both of the Paul brothers, saying, "Hey, let's fight, let's fight." The Paul brothers kept poking that fire just to keep it, a topic that's trending. And then suddenly it went quiet. Because, Evander Kane is not going to hold back on punches. He's a fucking hockey player that grew up in a boxing background with his family.
Yeah, but
He's
Evander
named
Kane-
after Evander Holyfield. Like, he's going to beat the shit out of this guy.
Yeah, especially
Put him
like,
in there put the Paul brothers in there with like Jamie Benn, the Felinos.
Yeah, they will beat the
Chara.
shit out of these people. Now the Felino,
Get Dustin Bufflin back in.
most hockey fighters aren't professionally trained in boxing though,
No.
but Evander Kane
Yeah,
is.
oh, he is.
He's grown up being coached in boxing. And this Logan Paul guy does it for 3 years and suddenly wants to take on Floyd Mayweather and all these other people.
Call up the beauty league. Get John Scott back in.
Bring back the lingerie football league, god damn it.
that's something we all can agree on.
Well, you don't have to put it in lingerie. Just women's football in general.
They
I
have
want to
that.
see some women.
They
knock
did
the shit
have
out.
that.
Put it
They
on
still
TV.
have it.
I want it on TV.
The Minnesota Vixen, they were in like the championship game last year.
I got a football.
When can
I
I,
got a
watch it
football
on TV?
I don't know.
Exactly.
Have you looked?
YouTube?
It's never on TV.
No, because you've never looked.
Is it on MySpace?
Probably. Xanga, most likely. Put it on
Instant Messenger is
Put
the
it on
updaters.
ESPN2 at least. Come on.
ESPN 8 the Ocho?
That was so great when they brought that back like last month. The air guitar contest. What was the other one?
There's a 80-yard or 40-yard touchdown pass.
For who?
Hartman. it looked like.
Specifics. Who
Number
threw
11.
it?
I don't fucking know.
Who threw it?
Patrick Mahomes.
Mahomes.
Okay, thank you. We need 2
Yeah,
more.
Chiefs.
3 more.
Yeah, we need 3 more because that fucking line changed.
Specifics. If you're going to narrate specifics. Actually, let's just say fuck it and go watch it ourselves. Any final thoughts?
Shout out to Grey Duck Vodka.
Shout out to Lakeville Brewing. Shout out to Ineffable Brewing out there in Burnsville, Minnesota.
Which nobody's paying us for, by the way.
Yeah, no one. No
Shit,
really
our
pays
last
us anything.
podcast made $3.26. Woo!
Buying
that's
Twinkies.
worth more than
Buying
we are.
Twinkies.
I'll pull that shit up right now and I'll show you. It says $3.26.
Hey, it's better than 3 cents where we started.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah. No shit.
Moving on up.
Making money
Moving on
moves.
up to the east side.
In 10 years, we'll be unstoppable.
If you want to comment on all our bullshit or give us any advice or just talk trash, hit us up on Snapchat at
Hey,
DumpsterFS.
quick production note. Next week, we may be joined from somebody in the great country of Scotland via the
Oh.
phone.
We're getting a live
yes.
cameo.
And if you do have a critique of us, tell your mother the sandwich was great this morning.
Who eats sandwiches for breakfast?
But our desserts are a little dry, you know.
It is people who eat sandwiches for breakfast or people who ate out their mothers for dinner.
What if you ate out your mother for prom, asking for a friend? And with that, we'll see you next week.